Namaskaram, everyone. Hopefully, everyone is doing well. Today, the first part of the Conscious Planet workshop completed, and a few things I wanted to update you on. So, next weekend, it will be the second part uh, with the completion of the workshop. But something I realized from the workshop was the awareness needs to spread very widely. So people need to really understand what is this really about. It's affecting so many lives, and people are still not aware that that they are how they are connected with it. So we need to understand where our foods come from. Do they still have the nutritional contents that we need for ourselves? And while the workshop was going on, there was one thing going through my head. If we are deciding like, okay, if the food doesn't have the nutritional contents, it doesn't have the vitamins and other nutritional nutritions that we need, if it doesn't have, then we'll have the pills. It was just I was just thinking like, how do they get the nutrients into the pill? Where are they extracting it from? And why aren't they there in our food, but it is there in the pills? So, so what is the connection here? That was going through my head. Like, where the nutrients used to be in our fruits and vegetables, now it's in our pills. They must have got it from somewhere. So that is something that was bothering me. Now, going forward, once the workshop is completed next week, um, I'll be looking to take you through whatever is the findings and how we can spread it widely. And whoever is attending this workshop, they will be all conducting their own. Um, so please look out for those in the future. Today, I just want to just inform you one thing: is this is our movement. This is for us. This is for our future. It's not like I'm doing it for my own benefit or my own profit. Um, we are all coming together, knowing that this is this is like the whole world needing to do this. It's not like I'm doing it for one country or one society. We need to understand that that is going to affect everyone. And is if we don't do right now anything about this, this is going to be something that is going to happen for real, that we have seen in movies. There was a recent movie, Don't Look Up, where it showed once the planet was gone, they, okay, might be a spoiler, but you fly away somewhere else. Again, there was another movie, Interstellar, similar kind of situation when we are not able to sustain ourselves on this planet, we try to find somewhere else. But the truth in reality is this is the only home we have. There is nowhere else to go. Even Elon Musk trying to colonize Mars um, may not be. I don't see it as a feasible. Martian showing Martin growing potatoes in Mars. I don't know what is that all about. But here right now, what we are planning to do, what we are trying to do, is save what we have already here. And it has been sustaining life for thousands and thousands of years, even before we came here. Just only in our generation. I think it was said probably in last 50 to 100 years that we have really degraded soil in such a level that if we don't do anything in next 25 to 30, I think around maybe 40 years time, soil may not be able to produce any kind of crops or any kind of food. So this is has just happened within our lifetime. Some of us can probably see how our childhood at that time, how it used to be and how it has become. We could have easily seen, if we look around, and we can. There is a hope that we can reverse it. We can put it back the way how it was in our childhood. So that is what we are trying to do. When I was thinking about this, how all this all came about, because even when I was in school, there was talk about greenhouse effect and global warming. We were taught about this in our schools. Then when I went to the college and uni, the talks were still there. I graduated um, 12 maybe 12 years back from uni bachelor's degree, but still still same talks are happening: global warming, greenhouse effects, carbon, and we don't see any solutions around. Now the scientific community has come out and said whatever this global warming and all this, and trying to reduce the carbon emissions that we have produced, is all connected with nature. It wasn't like something that was happening right now, like what is happening right now. It has been happening for thousands of years. So carbon dioxides were produced by the trees. It goes into the atmosphere, and we as living creatures, humans and animals, and all breathe in oxygen and throughout carbon dioxide. So this circle was there, and the understanding was there that this relationship needs to stay that way for this planet to function. Only because these systems were working that we happen the way that we are here, the way we are able to do things on this planet. Once this balance is off, then we we may not be here. But again, even though we are not here, the planet will be here. There was also talks like ancient civilizations, great civilizations. One of the examples is the pyramids in Egypt. Those people who built those pyramids. Just imagine what kind of civilization they were, and still, like, how things turn around and what might have happened. Maybe we may not be there again. Whatever we have built, they may still stand, and the future generation, they will think about us like, oh, what kind of generation they were, what were they doing, and all that. So right now we understand what the issue. It is us not treating the soil properly, that is taking us to us that extinction. I would say extinctions of human, because of our behavior. Maybe the planet um, will not be able to sustain us, but once we are gone, it will revive back for others to thrive on here. So maybe we are here or we are not here, planet is going to be here, and we may not even have the possibility to even look back as a humans, like we could have done something, you know if there is no food and we are not able to sustain ourselves, and there is no way of surviving on this planet, and that's it. It's all over. But me realizing this and trying to tell you this, it looks like you have a food on your plate. It looks like everything is looking fine. You're doing your work. What do you need to worry about this? Why should I care about all this? It's not affecting me. Um, just like COVID, you know, when it hit one place, other countries were like, okay, if it lands over here, then we'll think about it. By the time it lands, it's too late to think about it. You know, and so many people lost their lives playing these political games and all that. But just being a human, just to understand, if something, even let's say, um, in your home, if you have an issue, you know, you first attend to that, then you look after other stuff. You know, when you could see that easily, when one place is affected by a a issue, and you know that if that lands at your place, then you better be ready for that. So that's the same thing happening here. But the problem here is it's not like it's happening there and not happening here. It's happening everywhere. So the soil issue is happening everywhere. Is not like one place, and and it's gonna affect everybody equally, just the way COVID did. You know, it's not like somebody can say like, oh, I was not totally affected by COVID. I don't think so. There is such a person. But if there is someone, then probably your humanity needs to be checked. Like how could you stay without being affected? How could you not be affected by people losing their lives and people not suffering, like seeing them suffering, and you are not doing anything about it? Then you need to understand that something is missing in you. So the same thing, similar kind of situation is coming to place. Like um, our farmers are producing food for us, and we are thinking, oh, somehow somewhere superstores are going to bring food. Everything is going to be normal. Just imagine if I'm a farmer and I'm struggling to produce crops. I don't think I'll put my children through the same thing to try for them to produce the food. Maybe get some other jobs. Just imagine if there is nobody to produce food. Will you be able to produce your own food? And if you are not able to produce your own food and you are relying on someone else to produce your food, how do you want those food to be? You know, what exactly you are getting on your plate? Is that what you really want right now? Just for the sake of presenting, I think so many crops, I've heard like so many crops, they get wasted just because of the standards the superstores require the foods to be. You know, and to get that, farmers are really struggling with chemicals and fertilizers and I think genetically modified seeds and all that kind of stuff. But what is wrong with naturally grown food? What is the problem? You know, so I think we need to think really deeply, that we need to understand this is your life, this is your planet. If I was thinking like it was my planet and I'm only doing for myself, then I could understand you not being part of this. But it's equally your planet, your food on the table. You are feeding the same food to your kids. You tell your kids, that this food has all the nutrients, or and everything you need is all fine. I know for a fact. And you if you can confirm that, then that's good. But you really need to find out how the farmers are growing them. Are they growing them in the proper way? Does it really have all the nutrients in them? Is it really sustaining your kids' health, well-beings, everything? Most of the minerals and the vitamins and everything that we need to get are supposed to come from fruits and vegetables. But do they really have them? So many people um, having sickness and all this, I really think this is really because of our food. So please think about this. Maybe it is not affecting you right now. Maybe it's not there yet. Just because it's not there yet doesn't mean it's not real. Informations are all out there. I'll be talking about this. So many others are here with us joining this movement. We just want you to be aware that there is an issue and to support this. Namaskaram.